friends, and welcome to today's video. So it's been a minute. I haven't filmed a video in a few months. I went back to work and then I stopped thinking about making videos, but today I'm back. I'm hoping to upload videos every weekend from now on, since I have a couple days off a week now. And yeah, so starting off with my little October series, we're going to be making a pumpkin spice latte. I know, super basic, super boring. Why am I doing a pumpkin spice latte? I'm doing a pumpkin spice latte because one, it's my favorite drink, and two, I swear this is the best pumpkin spice latte you are ever going to try. It's so good. So let's get into it. We're gonna start off where you need a saucepan. This is where we're gonna put all of our ingredients. And the first step is to make your simple syrup. So I have half a cup of sugar in here, and we're just gonna toss that right into our saucepan. And then we're just gonna coat that with some water. This isn't hot water, I just have it in a kettle because I always keep water in my kettle near my coffee station, because you never know when you're gonna need some water. So we're just gonna coat this, and you want it to be about equal parts sugar and water. You can measure out the water if you want to, but really it's just to dissolve that sugar into the mixture. So dissolve your in your pan, and this will take a couple minutes of stirring, but nothing too crazy. I think I need to add a little bit more water to my mixture. Okay, so this is looking good. I'm going to try to show the camera. This is what your mixture should look like. It's just kind of, kind of a hazy, watery situation happening in here. Okay, so to set our saucepan down, we're going to add one 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk. I know it's not vegan friendly, which is very sad, but it's delicious. If you guys do want a vegan-friendly pumpkin spice latte recipe, let me know and I will come up with one. I am already working on coming up with something delicious for that, but for right now, we're using sweetened condensed milk. So add that to your simple syrup. Next, we're going to add 2/3 cup of pumpkin. This is about 2/3 of a can of pumpkin. So yeah. And you can, of course, save the rest of your pumpkin for other things. I'm later this month going to be making a video on how to make pumpkin steel cut oats, and that uses up that extra third of the container, and it's so good, the perfect fall breakfast. So now we're going to add a little bit of coarse sea salt. You don't have to use coarse sea salt. You can use really any salt that you want, but I like this, and I just pour a little tiny bit into my hand, and it should just be a few granules. Just sprinkle that right in there. Next, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, which I don't have a lot of cinnamon left in here, so I'm just going to add all of the cinnamon that I have in there, which was about 1 teaspoon. And then I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. Okay, so that's all the ingredients, and now we're just going to mix them up in our saucepan. So once all of your ingredients are combined off the heat, we are going to go over to the stove top and throw this on the heat until it reduces in half and gets super thick and delicious. Okay, so our pumpkin mixture is done. As you saw from that last shot, it got super thick. It took about 15-20 minutes to cook, and that just is all depending on how hot you keep your stove at and how fast your stove top heats up. So don't really use time as an indicator, use texture as the indicator. The next step is going to be to put this in a bottle. I use these plastic bottles right here. You can use like just a jar and spoon it into your lattes as well. It's just for efficiency purposes. I like to put my sauces into little squeeze bottles. So we're gonna fill up this squeeze bottle with our pumpkin spice sauce, which I have right here. You wanna let it cool down a little bit before you do this, but you don't have to wait super long. Okay. So now it's all in this bottle. I'm gonna put the lid on it and then stick it in my refrigerator because we want this to cool down all the way before we put it in our coffee. Of course, if you want to use it immediately, you can. It just is better if you let it sit and let all those flavors incorporate together overnight and get it nice and cool. Luckily, by the power of movie magic, I already have some made for today. So we're gonna start off with every basic step, making a latte. We gotta grind our espresso and pull those shots. So today I am using Serious Coffee Roasters Guatemalan. This is a really great coffee. It's roasted here in Central Illinois, which is cool. You know, we love a local roaster. And I'm just going to grind about 14 grams of beans. I'm not actually gonna weigh it because I know what that looks like. But I'm gonna grind my coffee and then pull those shots. We're gonna squirt just a little bit of this pumpkin spice sauce in here. By a little bit, I mean, you know, go crazy. You can of course weigh out your syrups if you want to. I just choose to eyeball it because that's what's easiest for me and I'm just making it for myself. But of course, in a professional setting, you want to weigh out your shots or at least use a pump and do it that way. So I just mix the syrup and the espresso together right in there. And now we're going to steam our milk. I'm using Elmhurst Milk Oats Barista Edition. If you're using oat milk, always remember to get the Barista Edition or else your coffee is gonna curdle. Okay, and there you have your homemade pumpkin spice latte. Oh my god, it is so good. It is just the epitome of what fall should taste like. I highly recommend you try this out. It's great in literally any coffee. I've been making Americanos with this in it in the morning, and I'm sure it'd be great with just drip coffee if you don't have an espresso machine or a mocha pot. There are so many options that you can use this sauce for. It is magical, and if you try it out, please tag me in it on Instagram. My Instagram is linked below, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye.